Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I have yet another trick from the Royal Road to Card Magic, and for this trick I would offer to demonstrate a gambling sleight for my audience. So I have the 3 jacks right here on top of the deck, okay? And I'm gonna show you a technique used by cheats to cheat people for their money, okay? So if I were to deal like this and deal the next card to me, I would get a jack, right? I'm gonna deal you the 3 jacks to demonstrate this move called the second deal, because if I deal the second card instead, I don't get any jack, but you get all the 3 jacks, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna do that one more time. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. You can do the second deal actually with only one hand. See if you can catch me. Can you catch me do the second deal? It can be really hard because I've really practiced this move a lot. But again, you get the 3 jacks. I'll do it yet another way. This is a really hard way. See if you can catch me do it. The second deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you see it? Did you see me do the second deal? No? Okay. Because you got, again, the 3 jacks. So that's pretty cool. Did you see it? Did you see the second deal? No? Okay. Watch. This is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do a regular poker hand. See if you can catch me do anything fishy. So 5 cards each. Now, do you have the jacks in your hand? No, that's not a jack. What about these? Well, these are the 4 aces. And honestly, I don't even know how that's possible. Okay, guys, let's learn this trick together. Okay guys, I hope you liked that little performance, and if you did, please leave a like for this video and please subscribe, it really helps me out. Now, as I said before, this is another trick from the Royal Road to Card Magic. If you're new here, we're going through this book from beginning to end, and we're closing in on the end. We actually only have 1 chapter left on technique, which is on the top change. We're going to do that next week. Then we have quite a few tricks using setups, and then these are just suggestions for routines. And then we have some platform tricks. I'll see if I can try and adapt some of these for close-up to include them here on my YouTube channel. We'll see about that. But if you go back and watch the playlist, you'll see that we have most of the techniques in this book and most of the good tricks. I have 2 criteria when deciding to include a trick from the book or not. 1, it needs to be good, of course. Many tricks in the book are really good, but some are not as good. So I'm excluding those. And also it needs to be practical to show you like this in a close-up scenario without spectators to help me. So I'll exclude some of those tricks that are for different reasons not possible for me to do in this kind of setup. But in the end I will have shown you almost all of the techniques and most of the really good tricks in that book. And as I said, we're closing in on the end now. So this trick then, it's called Jack's Wild and it's on page 228. And with this presentation, it's kind of a gambling trick, you could say, a kind of a mock demonstration. It's fairly common to do gambling demonstration and not actually do what you say you're doing. Like if you're doing a center deal, for example, you say you're doing a center deal, but you're actually not, okay? And this is one of those cases, but for the second deal. So for this trick, we have a little setup. We have the 4 aces, we have the 4 aces, and we have an indifferent card in between each ace, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 more indifferent cards, okay? And these goes on the bottom but face up, okay? Then we're going to have 3 aces right on top like this, then an indifferent card, jacks, then an indifferent card and the last jack, okay? And that will go on top like this. You can begin the trick by saying something in the lines, along the lines that you're going to demonstrate a cheating technique, and you have these 4 here prepared from the beginning. Here you can do some kind of just a quick false shuffle or cut that doesn't expose these cards on the bottom, of course. And you say something along the lines that, okay, if you were to deal these fairly, you would deal, you know, a jack, and then another jack, you would get a jack, but you're going to try to deal all the jacks to the spectator. And you're going to do this by using something called the second deal. Now this doesn't really make sense, because if you were to second deal here, you would deal another jack. But for some reason, they don't really pick up on that. That's never happened to me, at least, and apparently not to Hugard or Braué either. Otherwise, I guess they wouldn't include this presentation. So you go and you make it a little bit of a challenge, you know, in a light-hearted way. And you say, see if you can catch me do the second deal. And of course, they can't catch you because you deal from the top like this. You begin dealing to them and then to you. The last one you can flash like this, and you scoop up your cards and place them back, and you show that you have dealt them the 3 jacks. Now you move this one, the top one, to the bottom, and you place it face down. Now, just to mix it up a little bit, you can say that you can do this in many ways. You can do it with one hand, and you just simply deal with one hand again, only from the top. Again, you can flush this and just show that, okay, again, you got the jacks, and that's pretty cool. And the last time, if you want to, you can simply deal, but I like to kind of up it a little bit and deal like this, extremely fairly, but still be like, can you see the second deal? You can kind of fake it a little bit. And again, I didn't get the jacks, you got the jacks, okay? So that's the first effect, so to speak. From here on, we're going to reverse this one. You can do that in many ways. You can simply put it down like this. I like this reverse. I think it's from Expert Card Technique. I'm not really sure, but you can simply take the cards like this and gesture a little bit and go like, did you see the second deal? And as you place this back into the left hand, all you have to do is basically drop it and it will turn over automatically. Or you can flip it a little bit, you know, but do it casually, you know. Did you see the second deal? And look them in the eye and they won't pick up on this. I've done it many times and they never do. So the best way I would say is to gesture, have it here, gesture a little bit. Did you see the second deal? And, you know, flip it over. And now you go, okay, now I'm gonna deal a proper poker hand, five cards each. And I'm gonna try to deal you all of the jacks or something like that. And you deal, and you go, okay, did you get the jacks? I don't know. And then you ask them to turn their hands, their cards over. And there you have it, the 4 aces. And that's pretty cool. Now all you have to do is find a way to turn this card over, just like so. If you want to clean this up, you can do it as they react. You can do some kind of half pass, although it's a bit much because it's basically the entire deck in this case, but underneath this card. Or you can simply, you know, flip it over like this, but maybe towards your leg or something. It's fairly easy to do in the offbeat as they react to the trick. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this trick, and if you did, make sure again to like the video and subscribe. Next week we're going to talk about the top change, and then in March we're going to have a really cool themed month. That means that I will show you tricks in a certain theme or category of tricks that I really enjoy, and I'll let you know what that category is in a couple of weeks, but it's going to be really cool, so make sure to subscribe for that because you don't want to miss that. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.